I'm now going to ask Superintendent David Kelly of Millford Garda Station to provide a briefing on Garda Síochána's response and what the next steps in the investigation of this incident will be.
Good afternoon. If I may say thank you for coming here today. Yesterday afternoon I went to a meeting in Falcara, actually driving by the location where this happened. Little did I think I'd be standing before you here today. This is a tragedy for our community. There's families left devastated. And I suppose I just want to start off by offering, on behalf of myself and my colleagues that attended the scene yesterday and indeed are continuing to do so, our very sincere condolences. You've heard from my colleagues from the two other services. Initially, the fire service took the lead in this operation, and they still do. We assisted them from a Garda perspective in terms of attending the scene, securing the scene, making it a safe place for themselves to work and their personnel, and indeed the HSE ambulance personnel. You've heard from my colleagues as well, there was great assistance given throughout, if you like, the relevant emergency services in this jurisdiction. But we also received great help from our colleagues in Northern Ireland. That's what it is to be in Donegal. We look out for each other. I'd just like to say as well, forgive me if I get a bit emotional because you're dealing with the public, you know. But I would say in terms of what we did, I outlined that we worked with the other services. At this point in time, we have to keep an open mind as a police service and how we investigate this. But our information at this point in time is pointing towards a tragic accident. That said, being a Garda, I have to take a holistic and overall viewpoint, but that's where we're going at the moment. We are working in consultation, as I say, with the coroner. In that regard, we've put family liaison officers in place with the families of the deceased. We're also working with the HSE in terms of the local community as well, in terms of offering, if you like, psychological safety to the families and the wider community in that regard. I suppose in terms of my own colleagues, and I know from my colleagues here with the fire service and the ambulance service, we have to think of the people from our own service that did attend. And again, the necessary resources are being put in place in that regard. I just like, Garda response, as you can imagine, the call comes in. We're directed by our North Regional Western Control Centre, which is based in Galway. Resources were initially deployed from the Millford Garda district here, assisted by members that were off duty. I'm proud to say I didn't have to ask for people to turn out for duty. They came in. We were assisted by members from Letterkenny, Ballyshannon, Buncrana. Currently we're working with the Garda National Technical Bureau and they're giving us assistance. We have specialist units within Donegal. I'm not going to name them. Suffice to say, any resource, like my colleagues have said, that is required, we are putting them in place and we are using them. I hope I've answered most of your questions. If not, I'm sure Liam and my colleagues can help afterwards. Thank you for your time.